And y'all already know what it is. It's Thursday night. Welcome into the Maximum Blackness podcast, and it's none other than Testa's News. Who is here with me, by the way? I have Testa. Y'all already know I'm Andy Yerb. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And, keep tuning in. Right, Testa?
Tune in for the news with the blues. We got some sad stories for you today. Well, one real big story that's sad because I think we really need to touch bases on this topic, especially when we have a lot going on in social media and they want to do all these challenges and stuff, and they think it's all fun, joke, games, and eventually this might be a challenge to somebody in America. So I want to just go ahead and put this out there. And I'm sure a lot of people already heard about the American who pretty much died from a suicide pod. Now, if nobody knows what suicide pod is, I'm going to be happy to explain it to you so you can protect your children, your loved ones, and everybody else. And if you know anybody struggling with suicide thoughts, depression, PTSD, hell, go help them. Okay? Go help them. Because these mother suckers did not help these motherfuckers did not help this person, okay? And because of that, it's been a couple of people arrested. And I just want to dive in real quick. You ready? It's a whole big story to grasp. Several arrested after American woman died. This is sad because I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. You just hold on. Look, several arrested after American woman dies in first use of controversial suicide pod. Now, I just want y'all to know the suicide pod I have looked up, and I wanted to make sure I had a clear understanding so I can explain it to y'all. If you know what it is to be suffocated, then you know what it is for suicide pod, because that's really what they are relating it to. It is a inert gas asphyxiation where your sarcophagus will fucking close off and you're dead. And you did it to yourself, right? So this lady decides to go out, try to kill herself with this suicide pod. She is the first that they know of for this to be successful. This happened in Switzerland, but let me rephrase that. This happened in America, but in Switzerland, this is actually legal to help somebody kill themselves. Now, I don't know how y'all feel about that when life is really bad in the world, we must say, but I don't think it would be it's right to help someone commit suicide unless they are just in dire pain or whatnot. But anyways, there were some people who were arrested, and reportedly, this is the first case. The arrest charges were aiding and abetting suicide with someone after death. They assisted because they didn't call 911. They just watched the lady do what she did. Even with that being said, if you were to take this story and realize that it's going to be across social media, kids probably going to try this. This is much like when they were choking themselves and trying to figure out if they can pass out. And some kids did die then.
I think you taking it way too far, Testa.
This is not too far.
Yes, it is. This is not something made for kids to try. I don't think kids, unless they have the money for it, because I'm assuming that this business made this thing to make money off of it. So unless they really finna pay to play with this thing, I don't think kids are gonna be just up going and use this thing to see if they're really gonna die. They do, but I don't think that this is something that's necessarily going to affect kids. And if somebody want to kill themselves, by all means, let them kill themselves. That's their life.
Yeah.
Ain't no that. It's just like prostitution. Why y'all trying to stop people from being with prostitutes if that's what they want to do? They know the risk. She trying to kill herself. That's what this was designed to do. As you can see, it fits a body inside of it.
She was 64 years old, and she had been suffering from like really bad immune system. And I mean, I completely understand. You in so much goddamn pain, you want to go ahead and croak over it and amen.
What you said? She had aneurysms?
No, she had like several types of health issues that had to do with her immune system. Okay, so she probably was in a lot of pain.
And they be wanting to get rid of that shit. So you say she was already 64. It ain't like it was somebody that was young and just starting to live life. She felt like she was already on the way out. Girl, that shit ain't sad. That girl wanted to kill herself. Leave people the fuck alone. If somebody really wake up and choose that's what they want to do today, y'all need to leave them the hell alone.
I don't know how y'all feel about it. And FYI,
put it in the comments if you're really watching and that's how you and you feel some type of way about it. But
just want y'all to know if the news sound crazy today, it's because we're trying something new. So bear with me. So we really is. We're trying something new, and I'm summarizing this for you. You go look up the news. Okay, it is about an American woman committing suicide, and I really just want to make
totally legal, by the way.
It is totally legal. What is not legal is the people who stood around and watched her do it. And she ain't had no letter stand. Do not. What is it? Resuscitate her ass? Right? No. No. Look.
That shouldn't matter. Apparently she wanted to die. She did all the acts to that specifically shows this lady wanted to die.
She did. She really did take some big precautions to go suffocate herself, because that's really what she did.
I mean, hey, by all means, if that's what you want to do, then do you, boo, because life isn't worth living to everybody.
Here's the lesson that you should learn out of this. Don't stand by and watch the motherfuckers do it, right? So if you see somebody committing suicide, please call 911, or you're going to be arrested.
Once again, interfering in people's lives. Mind your business.
Nah, because
some people want to die today. Mind your business, especially if they went and bought a pot that's big to sit in. They want to die. And first of all, if somebody asks you to help them die, that should be legal somewhere.
It is.
They're asking you for assistance, so therefore it should be legal, and you should be absolved of all charges if somebody specifically asks you to help them die and they're committing suicide.
You're not.
It's called assisted dying.
You're right. Assisting a suicide, which in America is illegal. FYI.
That's because America is already ridiculous about everything in the first place. Once again, look at the rules for prostitution when people really know what they're going to get from messing with the prostitute. Just like drugs. Y'all want to lock people up for doing drugs. People know the risks of doing drugs, don't they? They still do drugs. Okay.
Sell them, do them. You're right. They shouldn't even arrest the ones who sell it, because the bitch ain't. You ain't.
Because people coming to them for it. So therefore, it's not. Don't be mad at the pusher because they got people that want their product. Okay. So I'm just saying, we be mad at all the wrong people. This lady, she that was her life choice. She probably had cancer, and some people don't be wanting to deal with all that pain that cancer puts you in especially if you're in pain every day. And sometimes those methods don't work. Well then you should be more understandable to this lady.
No.
Yes.
No.
And this is their business, so I'm pretty sure she paid a good penny for her assisted death.
Look, I'm just saying, she could be. Go take the medication. They got all kinds of pain pills. Go live your life. You're 60
okay, but once again, medication may not have been working for her anymore.
You're very right about that.
Sometimes it stops working. Sometimes all methods stop working.
I don't feel like let me think.
She was 64. What did you want her to do?
If she ain't in excruciating pain, suicide is not an answer.
Apparently she was, if she felt like suicide was the answer.
It depends on what level of pain she can tolerate.
It don't matter. Somebody tired of that shit. They tired of that shit. Y'all be acting like everybody's supposed to love life. Once again, that lady probably felt like she done already lived her life and she can't deal with whatever she going through. So she wanted to die. And that's her. I feel like that's her choice. That's her right to do what she wants to do with her life. If she want to end it and go see what's on the other side, then by all means, nobody should be getting arrested if she paid for help to a legal business.
You right. So nobody should be getting arrested because she chose to go do what she did to herself. But at the same fucking token, they could have helped this lady because some people don't know what the fuck they want in the moment. Like, they really don't. It's irrational decisions. Irrational freaking
decisions. So like, then what they should do is, instead of locking people up for it, they should evaluate them and make sure they're in their right mind before they let them go through with it. That's what they do to transgenders.
Thank you.
I feel like they should allow people to do what the fuck they want to do.
I'll take that. I take that. As long as you went
Like
through
for real.
some psychotic help to make sure this is what the fuck you want to do. I gotta take that.
But they don't. She already knew if she would have said that they was just gonna lock her up, especially here in the United States. That's why she went wherever she went, so that and I think it also says that many people are traveling there, over the past few years, so that they can end their lives too.
Very true. I mean, don't get me wrong. The world is a cruel, ugly motherfucker. I must say. Say that again, because you muted or something.
No, I'm listening to you. So finish speaking.
Yeah, so the world is just a cruel, ugly motherfucker, and I understand not wanting to be here, but I just feel like giving your life up is not always worth it. You make irrational decisions when you're giving your life up. It's much like what you said. If you ain't went through all kinds of mental, let me make sure this is what I want, then you should not. No, this should not be a way to go.
People be done sat there and thought about it for a long time, so she probably had been thinking about it. Look here, life is really. Like, I don't want to sound ridiculous, but it's really not. I guess I said it earlier. It's really not always something to live for.
It is.
And not everybody gonna understand that, because some people really feel like, oh, you got life. It's a gift. You should be thankful for it. Everybody's not thankful for life.
It's not. Everybody should not be thankful for life all the time. People lose their kids, they lose their parents, they lose their closest ones, they lose their dog and be about died. Okay, I completely.
It's not always about losing other people. Sometimes the life you got dealt was just a very shitty hand. And
the rape, the abuse,
could just be enough right
the
there.
bad financial means that we got to live.
Leave people alone.
No,
because that person wants to jump off the bridge. I'm gonna mind my motherfucking business.
No, because at the end of the day,
I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna feel sad for them, but I'm gonna mind my business. What?
It's always a side of beauty to life.
Girl,
you just be able to look at it and see it.
Oh my gosh. Once again, the general population feels that way, and that's why I don't like the general population, because the general population feels that how they feel is how everybody should feel.
Look,
so you continue to be a part of the general population. And
I am not the general population. I am somebody who has experienced enough to understand that even in my deepest world, darkest world, that I'm okay.
But you see, that's you. You're still one different person than whoever this other person is, whoever these other people are. Everybody's different. Once again, everybody's coming from all these different walks of life with these different things that's happening to them.
I didn't just get here. I worked on it. So if you don't work on trying to make life better, it's almost like you're giving up and ain't trying to see no other side to it. That's my thing.
But sometimes y'all don't be understanding. Sometimes people be doing everything right and shit still don't go right for them.
Everything, y'all.
And sometimes people do the right shit and shit still be fucked up.
Okay. Sometimes
everybody's life is just meant to be different. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're right. It ain't nobody's life the same. Nobody's life is the same, and nobody's life can be worked out the same way either. But you got to be optimistic enough to say life is not always horrible.
Look, this would be an interesting commercial, though. You want to end your life today? Hey, call us.
Oh my God.
Are you thinking about suicide? You don't have to do it alone. I'm just saying.
But just do it in Switzerland so you won't get arrested, okay? Switzerland, go straight there if you don't want to.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get arrested once you're dead.
Thank you.
No, you're not. Kill yourself wherever in hell you want to kill yourself. These people just got a business and they making money. They don't monetize. They finna be rich off of this shit. This is the future.
And eventually, I often wonder, because this isn't the first time that somebody's committed a suicide. People stood by, watched it, and all this great old stuff comes out in the public, right? But what I must say is, it is becoming a lot more known to do so, and people stand by, watch, you be okay with it type of thing, that I believe in the next.
Oh my gosh, they're not standing by and watching. They're assisting.
20 years, you're going to be able to.
So it's okay for the prisons to assist people to die that don't want to fucking die, but you can't assist the person that wants to die.
Even with that being topped off.
This is why America is fucked up.
For the government to kill your ass, but
this is why America is fucked up. That's all I'm gonna say. They got the right to lethally inject you or make you inhale gas, but we can't legally kill ourselves or have somebody help us kill ourselves without them going to jail. Or if you survive, you getting put in a crazy house. No.
Yep. They rather be the ones to punish us and kill us than us kill ourselves. When we actually would take ourselves before they will and give them some free space. Like, you don't even understand. They don't even understand. Black people probably would kill themselves before you actually try to kill us, and you won't let us take the route that we want to take. Like, it'll free you up some money.
It is what it is. Hey, clever girl reading. I am chopping her up, ain't I? I got them comebacks. I sure enough do. But everybody do what they want to do, man. Like, I feel like that was a good topic for tonight. I feel like it was sad, but at the same time, you know, people let them do what the fuck they want to do. So
fuck that shit. If that's the case, we should be able to kill our own children when they're showing the fuck out, and we can't.
Oh,
see, can't do that.
What does that have to do with somebody wanting to kill themselves?
You keep saying do what the fuck we want to do, and we can't do what the fuck we want to do. So therefore,
you know damn well you can't kill. I'm saying do what you want to do with your own life, okay?
Oh no!
Do what you want to do with your own life when it pertains to those things that we were talking about. You tripping?
We can't choke our kids. We can't put them on the other side of the world.
Why you want to choke the kids out?
People who sit there and make you mad every day. You can't do none of that. But you okay killing? You okay with them killing themselves, right?
If that's what they really want to do, yes. Look here, I was watching this show one time, and you know, people write shows based on their lives and stories and stuff. And the lady, she had cancer, and she asked her friend. They had a party, and she said, at the end of the party, you're gonna make me a drink. And we're going to put all my medications in, and I'm going to drink this drink, and I'm going to just go to sleep and die. And they helped her do it. It's not like it's a really bad thing. Like, if that's what that person really done came to grips with, that they can't really take what they're going through anymore. I get what you're saying, that it's a bright side to everything. But for some people, it's not coming. And I'm sorry that sounds bad. It's just the way I try to I feel like that's my way of being realistic about things. So for some people, it's not coming. And cancer and stuff like that is hard to deal with.
They want to come in their own time, in their own fucking time, and that's not the way life works.
She crazy, clever girl. She crazy.
It don't work that way. So she should have just waited. The lady should have just waited about 5 more years. She probably wouldn't get paid no more.
5 more years.
I'm just kidding.
And she's already 64. You want her to wait? Look here, that's like telling your grandmama. And I understand, but it's like, just, look here. Once again, do what you want to do with your own life. I'm done with you in this topic. If you want to go buy this pie, go do that, okay? Everybody stay next to the black. Thank you for checking in, clever girl reading. And we're going to keep coming up with these hot news topics.
Thursday.
And we're going to be back on Saturday with our podcast. Please tune in so that we can catch you up to date with some of these hot topics and, you know, these events and stuff that's been going on, these current events. We out.
The Food Thursday.